Hi, and welcome to the training that we're going to do for the first training here for Office 365 and today specifically SharePoint. What we're going to look at is how you get access to your SharePoint, how do you find the SharePoint files, and then some of the libraries and what you can do. So the first thing you do if you open up a browser, go to portal.office.com, and if you're logged in with a domain joined computer, it'll automatically take you here. If not, it'll ask for your login. Just simply log in and you should show up at this site. You might show up at the Office 365 home site. If you do, you just click the little 9 dots up here in the corner and it'll show you all the different apps as well as recent documents and a few more things. So what we want to do is, you can see here, you can go to your Outlook, you can go to your OneDrive, Teams if you have it, any of your Office applications. But for the sake of today, we're going to go to SharePoint. So click SharePoint, and we'll load up your site here, and you can see frequent sites. If you've never been to a site before, then what you want to do is come up here in the top right corner. You can search for whatever site it is that you're looking at. It may list some of them, but if it doesn't, then simply look for search for the site name that you know what it is. If you go to sites, this will show you the site here. Under all, it'll list files and anything else that might have the word sales in it, so that search may take a while. Keep in mind that this search is a really powerful tool to be able to search for documents. It actually indexes inside of documents as well, so if you're looking for a document that you know contains a specific word, you can search and find that. So here we're going to go to our sales and marketing SharePoint. Once you're here, you'll see the basic setup of the SharePoint site. There's different news and other things. Some of this may or may not be used in your organization. I don't know what some of these goofy pictures are that are popping up here, but this shows documents that have been recently used or touched. What we're going to look at is over here on the left-hand side. You can see the home. It'll take you back to this page. Conversations are different chats and related to Teams. This marketing documents and sales documents are the two we really want to talk about. These are libraries. Now, your company will have their libraries named whatever they are for whatever your specific documents are. Think of this as a file server as you would normally access for your files. So if we click marketing documents here, it will take us into a list of files. And so what this is just files and folders and organized however your company might have them. So if you go in our logos folder here, it will show you our different logos and you can just browse through the logos and see what's on there. The sales documents, I want to show you something here as well. We'll come back in a minute. So if you're here and you're looking and using it, so if we go into like say our presentations, you can see here there's different presentations that we've had. So if we open up this recent cybersecurity presentation that we've done, I click it, it'll open it up in the browser. Again, you can use Chrome or Edge or whatever it is. I'm using Edge just because some of this works a little bit better since it's all Microsoft. What you'll see up here is open in PowerPoint. If you have PowerPoint, you'll have this option, and if I click this, it will download the file and open it in PowerPoint on my computer. So if you're working in files that you'd rather work, you can load them up real quick and be able to use them directly. Once you save it, it'll save it back to SharePoint. Sorry, this is opening up some other stuff. But you can see it's going to auto-save, if you see up here in the top left, back to the SharePoint when I'm done with it. And any edits that I make will automatically save back up there. So it's a neat, easy way to be able to open that. Now, the other thing, we can just close this here, that you'll see is, again, if we're at this top level of sales documents, and you can do this in any of these folders that you might want to do this. But if you click this sync here, it'll actually open up OneDrive. I've already done this, but if you click sync and just hit next, follow the directions through, let me see what this does here real fast. It will ask in OneDrive, and mine already says that I'm syncing. It would ask you a couple of questions. You should just be able to hit next, next, next. Shouldn't be a big deal. If you come in and look here at our sales documents, this folder, I'll slide this over here, is exactly the same as this here. So what I've done is now, since I've synced it, I've got this on my Windows Explorer. I've got Bizarre Solutions here. These are all the different SharePoint sites that I've synced. So here's the sales document library. Now this is synced to my computer, and you can see these folders, and I can browse these just like you'd browse anything on your computer. So once you get the folders and the library synced that you want synced, it's really nice because you don't have to go to the SharePoint website anymore if you don't want to, if all of your data is here. As you edit these, it'll automatically go back to the cloud. what you'll notice is there's 3 different icons here. This cloud icon means that this folder is in the cloud. It's not saved on my computer. This green checkbox means that these folders are automatically constantly saved to my computer, and you can see their availability always on this device. So if I'm traveling on the road, not connected to the internet, I'll still be able to use these files. Once I edit them and reconnect, it will automatically upload changes. And then this green checkbox here shows that some of the files, so they're available on this device, but maybe not every file in there. So there could be updates that are still uploading. Maybe it downloaded just temporarily while I was working on it, but not everything is on this computer. And as you go into these folders, it will show you the status of all the folders underneath it. So it makes it pretty easy to go in and look and see what's going on. So that is the basic premise of how you use a SharePoint site, how you get to the documents. Now there's 2 things you can do here as well. So if we wanted to take this document you can see back here, this PDF, and you wanted to upload it, all you have to do is drag this over and dump it, and it will put it in the folder that you're in. You can see it says it's uploading, and here it is available. You can see these little red marks. That means it's a new file that was just created. I can do this now, the same thing if I open this up and we come in here, close these up, and we go to the sales documents. You'll see that that file is already available again in back here on my computer. So it automatically syncs everything in the background, which makes it really nice and easy to be able to sync your data and work locally, knowing that it's back and forth in the cloud real easy. Now I don't want that document actually in that spot, so I'm going to delete it. And again, I can delete it here, and it's deleted. And if I look here, it's already gone. So this stuff syncs really, really quickly as long as you're on a really good internet connection. So with that, the other thing that I forgot to see is you can see up here, you can, when you're in a SharePoint site, you can follow it. And if you're following it, then that's what makes it available when you come here and go SharePoint. Here in the middle are going to be all the sites that you frequently go to and what you're following. And so if you tag these stars, then it'll automatically show up as one of your favorite sites and is usually generally available. And you'll see again on your recent sites as you've gone through them. So again, search here, you can find the site you need. Once you've found the site and you go into the site, find the library you're looking for. Oops. And once you've found the library that you're looking for, you can simply sync it up here at the top to allow you to use it on your local computer. Make sure before you sync that you have OneDrive installed, although if you have Office 365 installed already, it shouldn't be a problem. If